I know they tried everything to bring you down. They gathered in the shadows, launched treacherous attacks, thought that witchcraft and malice would be enough to paralyze you. But they underestimated the power that protects you. Every attack launched against you shattered like fragile glass before the invincible force that surrounds you. Now they are furious, bewildered by your resilience because nothing they did was able to shake you. You are standing here stronger than ever, and that is a slap in the face to all those who thought they could destroy you. They never imagine that what sustains a chosen one is far greater than any evil plan they could devise. Each failed attempt against a chosen one only increases their rage. They see you standing firm, while their traps crumble one by one, collapsing under the weight of your spiritual strength. They don't understand how you manage to rise, even when everything around you seems to be trying to bring you down. The truth is that there is a light in the chosen ones that none of them can extinguish. They writhe with hatred as they realize that no matter how much they attack you, they can only make you shine more brightly. And now, they are desperate because they have realized that no matter how hard they try, they will never be able to reach you. You represent everything they fear and cannot control. You are living proof that the divine force that protects you is impenetrable, and that drives them mad. They are watching their efforts fail miserably, one after another, while you move forward, untouchable and unbreakable. This is your victory, chosen one. They thought they could destroy you, but all they did was strengthen your spirit. Now, they are enraged, trying to understand how you keep standing, how you continue to move forward, how it's possible that someone who has suffered so much still rises with such determination. They are obsessed, but little do they know that the more they try, the more they will fail. All of this because the chosen ones are made to win. They have cast spells, negative energies, and even curses, thinking they could break your strength and extinguish your light. Every attack was meticulously planned, a scheme designed to bring you down. But with each new assault, the chosen ones remain unshakable. They have watched, waiting to see you crumble, hoping that their wickedness would take effect. But to their despair, you remain firm, untouched. It is as if every attack they launched was undone before it even reached you, as if an invisible barrier protected your every step. And this infuriates them because they cannot understand why nothing works against the chosen one. They thought the dark forces they invoked would be enough to destroy you. They believed that witchcraft, rituals, and words filled with hatred would have the power to stop you. But what they didn't know, and still refuse to accept, is that the chosen one cannot be affected by these forces. Every time they attack you, their own negative energies turn against them. They fall into their own trap, and that torments them the most. Because while you remain unshakable, they reap what they have sown, and this harvest is bitter. They cannot conceive how someone can be so protected, how every meticulously orchestrated plan against you crumbles like sand. The truth is that the chosen one is protected by a force beyond what they can comprehend. They believe that their tricks can affect the material and the mind, but they have no idea what they are up against when they try to attack someone with a divine mission. What protects the chosen one is not just physical or mental strength, but a presence that encompasses all that you are. They feel this impenetrable barrier but cannot explain it. This drives them to despair because there is no spell, word, or malice that can penetrate this defense. And the more they try, the weaker they become, for they are fighting against something they cannot see but that is more real than any of them. That's why every attack fails. Because no matter how hard they try, no matter what dark forces they summon, you walk protected by something much greater. They cannot bring you down because you are upheld by a purpose far beyond their petty intentions. They wonder why nothing works, but the answer lies in the essence of who you are, someone destined to overcome, to rise, and to win. Their strength dissipates as they try to breach the spiritual wall that protects you. And each time they fail, this protection becomes even stronger because it is driven by an energy they can never touch. It is this invulnerability of the chosen one that eats them up inside. They see and feel that their attacks are useless, that everything they plan turns against them. This enrages them. They thought they could reach you, make you falter, but the only thing they achieved was to expose their own weakness. Because, in the end, you are a force that cannot be contained. And they, no matter how hard they try, are doomed to fail. What could irritate someone living in darkness more than seeing their own shadow destroyed by the light that emanates from you? They cannot stop a chosen one, and that is what torments them the most. Now they are completely lost. They don't know what to do anymore. Each failed attack is a blow to their own beliefs. They try to hit you, but the more they insist, the more they strengthen the truth that destroys them. You are untouchable. The light you carry is an impenetrable shield, and there is nothing they can do to bring you down. This is the moment when they start to realize that they are not dealing with an ordinary person, but with someone protected by something beyond their understanding. And this is where desperation turns into frustration, because they feel, in an increasingly clear way, that they are fighting against something they can never overcome. It is impossible to control the force that protects a chosen one, because it is much more than a barrier. It is not just around you but also within you, a divine energy that pulses with every step you take. It is like an invisible but unbreakable shield that automatically rises against any threat. And this protection is not passive. It reacts, repels, and deflects any negative energy that tries to approach. The enemies of the chosen ones launch their attacks, believing they will hurt you, but all they see is their own nefarious intentions being reflected back, like a tide turning against those who created it. It is this force that keeps the chosen one untouchable, even when everything seems to be falling apart around them. Every time they try to get closer, they feel this presence, this greater power that makes them hesitate, that stops them from moving forward. And no matter how hard they try to understand or explain what they are facing, there is no answer that can satisfy them. Because what protects the chosen ones cannot be explained in words. It is a force that comes from above, an energy that surrounds you and keeps you steady, even in the most violent storms. They feel powerless against this, as if they were mere spectators of a spectacle they will never be able to control. But this protection does not only act in defense. It also pushes you forward, propels you, gives you strength when you think there is no more way to continue. It is like a flame that never goes out, that burns more intensely when the winds blow against you. With every obstacle, with every assault, this force manifests, lifting you up, making you move forward even when everything seems lost. It is the invisible hand that supports you when you stumble, that lifts you up when you fall. It is not just a barrier, it is an active power that works in your favor, transforming every attack against you into a new source of energy to move forward. And it is precisely this protection that your enemies cannot understand. To them, you should have fallen long ago. You should have given up, been crushed by the weight of the hardships. But instead, you grow stronger with every blow that tries to strike you. They see their traps undone before they are even set, their curses turning back on them like a boomerang returning to its point of origin. And that is because the chosen one does not walk alone. There is a greater presence that guards you, that guides you, that transforms every negative intention directed at you into an opportunity to rise even higher. This force, this divine protection, not only defends you but also keeps everything that could divert you from your path away from you. It is as if every step you take is guided, as if a light illuminates your path even in the darkest moments. They cannot touch a chosen one, they cannot harm them, because your journey is protected. Your mission is greater than any evil plan they may devise. And no matter how much they try to drag you down, each failed attempt only proves that you are upheld by something much more powerful than any force they can summon. And this truth is like a sword piercing the hearts of your enemies. They feel, even if they don't want to admit it, that they are facing something they cannot defeat. The protection that surrounds you is impenetrable, and this destroys them from the inside out. Because while they struggle in their own frustration, you move forward, unshakable, confident that you are being guided by a much greater force. They despair, try new attacks, new strategies, but nothing works, and they become frustrated. And it is then that the frustration turns into hatred, because they know they will never be able to extinguish the light that protects you and illuminates your path. Their frustration grows like a shadow that cannot reach you. They thought it would be easy to bring you down, that you were just another obstacle to overcome. They planned every attack on the chosen one with precision, certain that this time, you would not withstand it. But to their shock, you remained firm, and each new attempt only reinforces the fact that you are unshakable. They cannot accept that you are still standing, that your strength seems to grow with every assault. This enrages them because all the effort, all the hatred, all the malice they channel against you is of no use. You are like a wall they will never be able to break through. With each failed plan, their frustration turns to rage. They do not understand how someone who has faced so many adversities, so many attacks, can still move forward. It is almost as if you are protected by an invisible power that repels everything they try to do. They watch you, perplexed, trying to find an explanation for your resilience, for your ability to get up after every blow. This incomprehension consumes them because there is no logic to what they are witnessing. They see their attempts against the Chosen One disintegrate, like sand slipping through their fingers, and this makes them increasingly desperate. Their powerlessness before your invulnerability is a torment that gives them no peace. They have tried everything: manipulations, lies, direct and indirect attacks, but nothing works. The Chosen One keeps walking steadily, determined, as if on a mission that nothing can interrupt. And that is what they cannot accept. Because while you move forward, the attacks they launch turn against them, destroying the illusions they created about their own power. Every step you take is like you are crushing their hopes of seeing you fall. And this frustration is what leads them to despair. They cannot control the anger of seeing that everything they do only seems to strengthen you. Every curse, every attempt to harm the Chosen One, turns into more fuel for your spirit. They wanted to see you defeated, but what they see is someone stronger than they ever imagined. They feel powerless, not knowing what else they can try because they have already exhausted all their weapons. And the more they fail, the more the truth becomes evident: you are untouchable, and this is an affront to what they believe in. Envy begins to gnaw at the insides of these enemies, who cannot understand how you continue to thrive. They wonder what makes you so strong, what allows you to withstand so many adversities. And the answer is right in front of them, but they refuse to see it. You are guided by a light that cannot be extinguished. Your faith, your determination, your connection to something greater destroys them because they have none of that. They live in the shadows, and the Chosen One is the embodiment of everything they fear and despise. Your invulnerability is a living proof that evil will never overcome the light. The light of the Chosen Ones is like a flame that illuminates everything around, revealing what many would prefer to keep in the shadows. And that is exactly what scares them. Every time you enter a space, your presence provokes an almost palpable discomfort in those who hide secrets and malicious intentions. You don't need to say a word to expose who they are, just being there is enough for them to feel their own darkness confronted by your light. They squirm inside, as if they are standing before a mirror reflecting all that is darkest within themselves. Your light not only reveals them but also challenges them, and that is the real reason why they. Before we continue, if you've always felt different, with a special sensitivity or drawn to greater missions, our ebook was created with you in mind. It offers practical insights to recognize your true mission as a Chosen One and develop your unique gifts. Additionally, you will have immediate access to our Discord community, where you can connect with other Chosen Ones and share your journey. Check out the first pinned comment to learn more and don't miss this opportunity. They can't stand the idea that someone like you could exist, someone who not only withstands the attacks but also shines even brighter after each attempt to extinguish you. Your light threatens them because it reveals everything they want to hide. It's as if, in your presence, their masks fall and everyone can see who they really are. And being exposed is what they fear in the Chosen Ones. They live in the shadows, feeding on lies and deceit, and you are the antithesis of that. Your truth, your authenticity, is a direct blow to the existence they so fervently try to protect. The more they try to stifle the light of the Chosen Ones, the more it grows, expanding to places where darkness believed it was inviolable. They launch attacks, spread lies, defame you, all in the hope of silencing you, of making you doubt yourself. But what they don't understand is that your light is inextinguishable. It doesn't depend on their acceptance, doesn't need anyone's approval. It shines because it is your essence, because it is part of who you are. Every attempt they make to extinguish you only serves to strengthen your flame even more, because you transform each obstacle into fuel to shine even brighter. They want to see you fall, they want to see your light extinguish because you represent a direct threat to the power they believe they have. Your light challenges their very existence, reveals the weaknesses and shadows they try to hide. And the more the chosen one shines, the more you show the world that they have no control over anything, that all the power they thought they possessed is nothing but an illusion. They hate you for it because your presence challenges everything they've built. You are living proof that truth cannot be suppressed, that light will always prevail over darkness. And it is precisely this light that consumes them from the inside out. They go to great lengths to extinguish you, but end up being burned by their own fury. Because the more they try to destroy the chosen one, the more he rises. It's like a dance they can't control, where each of their movements only serves to amplify your brilliance. They are trapped in a cycle of despair, desperately trying to find a way to extinguish you, to extinguish that light that terrifies them. But what they don't understand, chosen one, is that your light is not something that can be touched. It is a spiritual force, a truth that transcends any attempt at suppression. With so many failures, they find themselves forced to resort to an even more cunning and desperate strategy, monitoring your every move. They want to know what you're doing, where you're going, who you're talking to. It's as if they've become prisoners of their own obsession, unable to leave you in peace. They hide in the shadows, watching every step the chosen one takes, waiting for a moment of vulnerability, for a breach they can exploit. But the more they watch you, the more they realize that you are unattainable, that there is no weakness in you that they can use against your light. This obsession with monitoring you shows how much they have become slaves to their own envy. They create fake profiles on social media, follow your steps, try to discover every detail of your life. Still, they find nothing they can use against you. That's because, while they consume themselves in the darkness of their intentions, you walk with the clarity and truth of someone who knows they are on a much greater mission. They don't understand how the chosen one can keep moving forward despite all the surveillance. Every move you make is a mystery to them. Every choice you make defies the distorted logic they use to try to bring you down. They desperately seek an explanation for your resilience, but all they find is the reflection of their own impotence. You have become a central figure in their minds, an obsession that consumes every thought. They spend hours planning, conjecturing, looking for ways to hit the chosen one, but all they do is sink deeper into their own despair. They watch you, hoping for a mistake, but all they see is your constant ascent, with nothing they can do to stop it. This fixation is a reflection of how you have become impenetrable to them. They watch and watch but can't find anything they can use to harm you. This consumes them because the more they observe you, the more they realize you are unshakable. They are trapped in a cycle of obsession, where each attempt to understand your strength leads them to a dead end. And while this happens, you continue moving forward, unconcerned with the eyes that follow you because you know that something much greater is guiding you. The chosen one is untouchable, and that torments them more than anything else. They think that by watching you closely, they will be able to anticipate your movements, predict your actions, but what they don't understand is that you don't act by the same rules they do. You don't follow the patterns they expect because your strength doesn't come from something they can comprehend. They watch your every step, trying to find a flaw, but all they see is themselves being consumed by their own envy. You are a mirror reflecting everything they try to hide, and it drives them crazy. They cannot handle the fact that the chosen one cannot be manipulated, that you do not fall into the traps they set. And the more they try to monitor you, the more you escape their control. And it is at this point that their obsession turns into pure desperation. They know they are losing the battle but continue trying, hoping that at some point you will make a mistake. But all they find is the confirmation of what they fear most: you are strong, protected, invincible. Every move you make, every decision you take, is a reminder that there is no way to stop you. They have become prisoners of their own hatred, unable to move forward, while you continue advancing, shining brighter every day. They watch you, but you are the one in control of the game. And nothing they do can change that. While they watch you from afar, something even darker is happening behind the scenes. They are not just monitoring you but actively plotting against you, devising detailed plans to try to bring you down. This constant surveillance is not mere whim, it is part of a much broader and more insidious strategy against the chosen one. They analyze every step you take, every word you say, looking for any small flaw they can turn into a weapon against you. But what they don't realize is that you are always one step ahead, guided by a discernment that transcends their logic. They are dealing with a chosen one, someone who sees beyond appearances, someone who senses the intentions behind fake smiles. And that's why you always need to stay alert, because many who approach you carry hidden agendas. They may come with sweet words, with offers of friendship, pretending to support and understand. But deep down, their hearts are poisoned by the desire to see you fall. They want you to trust, to let your guard down, so they can attack you at your most vulnerable moment. This requires a level of discernment and caution from you that few possess. You cannot trust blindly, cannot share your victories and plans with just anyone. Remember, those who smile at you are not always your friends. Chosen one, there are people around you who study every detail of your life, waiting for the slightest slip. They pretend to be allies, but in reality, they are wolves in sheep's clothing. Their intentions are dark, hidden behind kind words and seemingly harmless gestures. It's as if they are circling you, waiting for the right moment to attack. They pretend to be interested in what you do, want to know your dreams, your ambitions, but all of this is just to find a weak spot. And when they think they've found something, they will try to bring you down with everything they have. But you are not alone in this battle. You have a force that protects you, a discernment that guides you. These enemies do not rest. They create scenarios, plan traps, test every limit in hopes that you will fall. They watch how you react to each challenge as if in a chess game where they hope to corner you. But what they don't know is that every move they make has already been anticipated by the chosen one. You see through their strategies, feel the falseness in their words, perceive the hidden intentions. And no matter how hard they try, no matter how much they plan, they will never catch you by surprise. Because you are always one step ahead, protected by a force that is incomprehensible to them. And this is the beauty of the discernment you possess. While they plot and conspire, you observe, patient, serene, knowing that nothing can hit you without your permission. Your intuition is like a compass that points directly to the truth, exposing every plan, every hidden intention. You sense the danger even before it approaches, and when they think they are about to bring you down, they realize that you were already prepared, that you knew everything. It is as if an invisible but insurmountable wall protects each of your decisions. And when they launch themselves against you, all they find is their own trap. They try to suffocate you with fear, trying to make you retreat, but you keep walking with the confidence of someone who knows that nothing can interrupt your journey. Every threat, every conspiracy they plan against you falls apart before the power that sustains you. You are not shaken because you understand that your mission is greater than any obstacle they can put in your path. And it is this certainty, this unwavering faith, that gives you the strength to keep moving forward, even when everything around you seems to want to bring you down. They cannot comprehend that your faith is your greatest armor, a shield that protects you from all the arrows they launch. While they get lost in their own shadows, you remain firm, guided by a light they will never be able to extinguish. You know that there is something much greater protecting you, that every step you take is carefully guided by a purpose that transcends any evil plan. And no matter how hard they try, they will never be able to hit you because your mission is protected by something they cannot see but that they feel in every failed attempt. The chosen one moves forward knowing that nothing can stop them. Your strength comes from a place where darkness cannot reach, and this destroys them inside because they see that nothing they do can stop you. They launch attacks, spread lies, try to manipulate you, but everything falls apart before the strength you carry. You are like a rock that remains unshakable in the midst of a sea of storms. They writhe in hatred seeing that nothing works, that every meticulously planned scheme crumbles before your faith. The mind of the chosen one is focused on their purpose, and their heart is secure in the certainty that there is a divine force guiding them. They cannot touch you because you are beyond their reach. The more they try to destroy you, the stronger you become. Every obstacle they put in your way turns into an opportunity for growth. Every attack they launch only makes you shine even brighter. They do not understand that you are like steel, which becomes stronger with each blow. Your resilience is not just physical or mental but spiritual. You are upheld by a strength they will never be able to understand, and that is what makes you invincible. They watch you, perplexed, trying to understand how someone can endure so much and still move forward. But what they don't know is that each challenge only brings you closer to your destiny. And so, while they get lost in their own frustration, you keep moving forward. Every step you take is a victory. Every day you get up is proof that nothing can stop you. They are trapped in their own snares, while you, chosen one, continue on your path, guided by the certainty that you are being protected and guided by something much greater. They cannot understand how someone can be so strong, so resilient. But the truth is that you were made for this. You were forged in the fire, tempered by trials, and now, nothing can stop you. You are living proof that, with faith and determination, no force can defeat you. They attack you, try to bring you down, but deep down, chosen one, all of this is nothing more than a reflection of the envy they feel for you. They look at your life, at the strength you carry, at the protection that surrounds you, and all they can feel is a deep frustration with themselves. They know that no matter how hard they try, they will never have what you have, this light that emanates from you, this divine connection that sustains you. Every time you rise, every time you overcome another challenge, it is like a direct blow to their pride. Because seeing you triumph forces them to confront their own weaknesses, their own limitations. And this consumes them inside. They envy everything the chosen one represents. They envy your courage, your determination, your ability to get up after every fall. But above all, they envy the protection you receive. They cannot accept that despite all the attacks, you continue to thrive, continue to advance. This makes them feel small, powerless, and instead of looking at themselves and trying to understand their own shadows, they prefer to attack you, prefer to try to destroy what they cannot have. They do not understand that what sustains you is not something they can achieve with malice or manipulation. It is a blessing, a gift, something that comes from a place they cannot touch. Resentment grows within them like a wound that never heals. They wonder why you are blessed, why you are protected, while they sink into their own shadows. They want to see you destroyed because it would ease the pain they feel when they see themselves so far from what you are. But no matter how hard they try, they cannot. Each new attempt only reinforces the abyss that exists between the chosen one and them. And that is the real reason behind all the attacks, all the malice. They want to extinguish your light, not because it hurts them directly, but because it makes them see their own darkness. Chosen one, you now understand that the attacks, the attempts at manipulation, and the conspiracies you faced were just proof of the immense power you carry. Each assault against you, each blow, was a sign that your light is so powerful that it defies darkness, that it cannot be extinguished. Now, you are stronger, wiser, and more prepared for any challenge that comes your way. Remember, the protection that surrounds you is unbreakable, and no enemy can stop you as long as you remain firm in your mission. You have seen how, despite all the traps, you remain standing, unshakable. That's because you are upheld by a greater force, an energy that no spiritual attack can shake. Keep walking, chosen one, with your head held high and your heart full of faith, knowing that you are being guided and protected at every step. Every obstacle that appears in your path is just an opportunity to shine even more, to show. Before we say goodbye, I want to remind you to check out the first pinned comment and access our ebook with guidance to help you better understand your gifts and overcome the challenges of being a chosen one, with access to our Discord community where you can connect with others who share the same purpose and find support from those who are like you and face difficulties every day as a chosen one of God. Don't miss this opportunity. If you liked this video and felt it spoke directly to your heart, leave your like on the button below, subscribe to the channel to become part of our community, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new content. Share this message with other chosen ones who need to hear this, and leave your comment below on how you have been facing the challenges in your life. And if you want to support this work even further, consider contributing through Buy Me a Coffee. Your help is essential for us to continue bringing messages of strength and inspiration, and the link is pinned in the first comment. I also invite you to watch the next video that is appearing on the screen now. It talks about why your intensity scares other people, a topic that perfectly complements what we discussed here today. Don't miss this opportunity to delve even deeper into the knowledge, and also check out the Secrets of the Chosen Ones playlist. Always remember, you are stronger than any adversity because your light comes from a place that nothing can extinguish. Keep moving forward because the world needs your brilliance. See you in the next video.